front of you, and today I have recently completed my graduation from Delhi University, and I'm in a teaching profession. So today we are meeting Jahangir, who is the inspiration, who is going to be the inspiration of so many youth. So I will make you meet Jahangir. Okay.
Okay.
First of all,
Hello.
welcome Jahangir.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am.
Louder.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Hello, everyone. My name is Jahangir. I'm from UP, and I have completed my graduation from Delhi University and Masters of Sociology from Delhi, and now I'm pursuing LLB second year from CSS University, and also I have an experience of 1 year teaching of political science and psychology. Thank you.
Okay, Jahangir. So you have mentioned that you are from law. You are pursuing law. So
Yes.
what made you realize that you should pursue this career, and what are your inspirations?
Actually, I have a great family member in my family. One of my uncle, he's a great criminal lawyer in Hapur District Court, and he always motivated me to know about the law and order, that you have to know the knowledge, and you have the knowledge of the law and order of your country in which you are living. So this is the best thing that motivates me.
Okay, so your inspiration is your uncle.
Yeah.
Okay, so is there any youth that inspires you? Like, if you will take the example from all over the world, so is there any famous personality from your profession which inspires you?
Actually, there is a great historian, that is Ashok Kumar Pandey.
So would you like to say something about him?
Actually, he's a social media influencer and a great historian of the Indian of India, and he's also a journalist. He always speak about the what is going on in our country. He is a great journalism.
Okay. So you know a lot about this profession. So there are, like, today we can say that women empowerment should be there, and there should be like some rules for the women, and we can say that there are so many cases about the women and girls safety. So do you think there is some rule for the women empowerment?
Yes, yes. There are many kind of acts and the amendments are there for the
Louder and more clear.
for the women empowerment. First of all, if I talk about that is the Hindu Succession Act of the 1956, that promote the women empowerment, in which that the women have the share from their parental properties, and there is the prohibition of the sexual harassment in the workplace. That is the 1978 case. That is the yeah.
So if
These
I
are
will
the
take
main-
the example from the constitution, so is there there are so many rules in our constitutions, and there are so many rules and regulations. So do you think there is some rule that we need to, that there is need of amendment in any rule,
Yeah.
according to your perspective?
Actually, ma'am, we want to change the basic structure of the constitution.
But I'm
as we
talking
have
about
a-
amendment.
Yes, yes. Okay, as we can't change the basic structure of the constitution, but we can amend, and means we can add, because we have the flexibility in the constitution. So if I talk about as you earlier asked me about the women empowerment, and we have the law that is 33% of the reservation up to the 10 years. But if we see that the main motive and the main objective is not fulfilled yet, so we have to
So I want you
increase
to please mention the reservation policy.
the reservation policies of India. So it is up to for the 10 years.
Okay.
Yes.
Earlier it was for 10 years,
Yes.
but right now it is going on. People are demanding, so many
Because
politicians are.
the government policies and the schemes are not effective nowadays. So
So
that's
you
why
think
we are.
It should be continued.
Yes.
Okay, why? Because people are demanding that there are so many people who are demanding that, like, it should
Actually,
be
nowadays the peoples are getting ambitious day by day.
changed. Do you think it's a part of politics?
Yeah, it's a part of politics.
So why did you say that it should be continued? Because it is a part of
Until the
politics.
main objective should be fulfilled.
Okay, so you are from a law profession. So do you think there any, like, as you mentioned that your uncle is a criminal lawyer, so you have seen his example. So do you think there are some challenges and barrier in their way of their profession? Like sometimes like you have a case, you have a murder case, and you have taken that case. So if your family is refusing that you should not take this case, so in that situation, what would you do?
Okay. As I choose this professional ethics, so it is my duty and obligation, and I will never deny.
Louder.
and I will never deny to this case.
As a lawyer had taken the initiative to fight for the Nirbhaya case. So if you were in that case, so what you have gone this you have got the same case. So what would you do? Like,
I will work hard to give justice to the victim.
but as I mentioned that your life is not safe after taking this case. So what will you do?
No, it doesn't matter for me because as I chose this profession, so I took oath.
Okay. One last question. Like as I have seen that there are so many it is a kind of swag to be a lawyer and to wear that coat. We have seen on social media. So how it is different? How it is different? You are facing so many challenges. It is not like that kind of image which we have seen on social media. So how do you think?
So you are talking about my dress code.
I'm not talking about your dress code. I'm talking about the perception. People have a perception that if you will become a lawyer, you can do anything and you will win the case. So, what do you think about
No,
that?
actually, we have to be in our limit and we have to work with very kindly and patiently because we have some kind of duties and responsibility towards our client and our court.
So, it is a
Yes.
responsible job which is very different from
Yes,
that
yes,
social
of
media.
course.
Okay, thank you so much for giving me your precious time.
Thank you.